We are now joined by Professor Dr. Lisa Anderson. Professor Anderson is president of the American University in Cairo. Thank you so much for granting us some of your time. Professor Anderson, you would probably agree that the people participating in the Arab Spring demonstrated a courageous behavior. 2.5 years later, have they been rewarded?
I think in many ways the Arab Spring has been rewarding to the people who participated in it. You have to understand that for many, many people, this is the first time in their memory and really in the history of these countries where subjects have been changed to citizens. They have, in their own mind, a right to participate, and they're going to exercise that right. And I think that's ample cause for optimism, and yes, I think they've been rewarded.
The winning essay of this year's St. Gallen Wings of Excellence Award argued that people act most courageously because of fear. In your opinion, what was the motivation of the students in the Arab Spring?
I don't think it was fear, actually. I think it was hope. One of the things that people always said before was that Egypt had become hopeless and there was no future in Tunisia and that everything was blocked in Libya and so forth. And they just finally wouldn't put up with that anymore. They just said, no, we have rights, we want to exercise them, we want responsibilities in our societies. So no, I don't think they were afraid. I think they were empowered.
Professor Anderson, coming to the last question, universities in general provide space for critical thinking and freedom of speech. Which role did universities play in the Arab Spring?
Interestingly, they weren't as active or as visible as universities were in the revolutions of the 60s, for example, when it was really about students. In the Arab world, it was really about young people. It was generational, without a doubt. But for many of them, and I think this is generational, they were educated as much outside of classical university settings through Facebook, through the media. The mobile phone penetration in Egypt is 120%. Everyone has a phone. So there was an information exchange, there was education, but it wasn't in the classic institutions. And I think that tells us something about the future. The institutions of the past are not necessarily the institutions of the future.
Professor Anderson, thank you very much. Enjoy your time at the 43rd St. Gallen Symposium. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a delight to be here.